My girlfriend demanded I take debt to buy her a Lamborghini, then dumped me for a rich kid when I refused. Now she's back, broke, and begging me to take her back. It's been an emotional roller coaster, but I figured it's time to share the madness. It's a long one. I, 26M, met my ex-girlfriend, Jessica, 25F, 3 years ago at a mutual friend's party. She was stunning, funny, charming, and had a way of lighting up any room she walked into. At first, I thought I'd hit the jackpot. We clicked instantly, and for the first year, things were amazing. We were that annoyingly perfect couple everyone seemed to root for. But as time went on, red flags started popping up. Jessica had expensive taste, which didn't bother me initially. I mean, who doesn't like nice things? But over time, her spending habits started to reveal a deeper issue. Jessica grew up idolizing influencers and celebrities. Her Instagram feed was basically a shrine to designer bags, private jets, and exotic vacations. She constantly talked about how she deserved a luxurious lifestyle and how she'd one day be driving around in a Lamborghini. Here's the catch. I'm not rich. I work a stable 9-to-5 job as a software developer, making a decent salary, but I'm no millionaire. I'm practical with money because I want to buy a house someday and set myself up for financial stability. Jessica, however, had no interest in saving. She once told me, "What's the point of saving if you're not enjoying life now?" The relationship started to crack last year when Jessica began hinting, and by hinting, I mean demanding that I should buy her a Lamborghini for her birthday. I thought she was joking at first, but nope. She was dead serious. She said, "If you love me, you'd want to make me happy. It's not like you can't take out a loan or something." I was floored. A Lamborghini costs more than my entire annual salary. I told her it was unrealistic and irresponsible to even consider something like that. She accused me of being cheap and not caring about her happiness. We argued for days. A few weeks later, Jessica started hanging out with this guy, Ethan. Ethan was a spoiled rich kid from her gym. His family owned multiple car dealerships. I could see the writing on the wall, but I still hoped she'd come to her senses. One day, out of the blue, Jessica told me she was leaving me because Ethan could give her the lifestyle she deserved. She said, "I can't be with someone who doesn't dream big enough." She packed her bags and left without so much as a goodbye. At first, I was heartbroken. I genuinely loved her, and it felt like I wasn't enough. But over time, I realized her priorities were all wrong. I focused on myself, got a promotion at work, and even started investing. I learned how to cook, hit the gym, and made new friends. Life was actually pretty great without her constant demands. Fast forward to last month. I was at a coffee shop when I saw Jessica sitting outside. She looked rough. Gone were the designer bags and glamorous outfits. Instead, she wore a cheap hoodie and jeans, and her hair was a mess. I didn't approach her, but I couldn't shake the feeling something had gone terribly wrong. 2 days later, she slid into my DMs. "Jessica, hey, can we talk?" Me, "What's up?" "Jessica, I made a huge mistake leaving you. Can we meet?" Curiosity got the better of me, so I agreed to meet her at a nearby park. That's when she spilled everything. Turns out, Ethan wasn't the knight in shining armor she thought he was. Sure, he had money, but he also had an ego the size of a planet. He treated her like arm candy and cheated on her multiple times. When she confronted him, he dumped her without a second thought. To make matters worse, Jessica had quit her job while dating Ethan because she assumed she wouldn't need to work anymore. Now she was broke, unemployed, and living with her parents. She cried about how she missed me and how I was the only guy who ever truly loved her. Jessica begged me to take her back. She promised she'd change and said she now understood the value of love over money. She even threw in some nostalgic lines like, "Remember all the good times we had? And you were my soulmate." I won't lie, part of me felt sorry for her. But then I remembered all the times she belittled me for not being rich and tried to guilt-trip me into financial ruin. I told her, "Jessica, I cared about you deeply, but we're not compatible. You left me because I wasn't enough for you, and I can't forget that. I've moved on, and I think you should too." She cried and tried to argue, but I stood my ground. I walked away feeling a mix of relief and closure. Since then, Jessica's tried to reach out a few more times, but I've kept my distance. I've learned my worth and won't settle for someone who only values material things. Meanwhile, I'm thriving. I've started dating someone new. Rachel, who's kind, down to earth, and values me for who I am, not what I can buy. If someone demands you take on debt to buy them a Lamborghini, run. True love isn't about material possessions. It's about mutual respect, understanding, and building a future together. Let me know what you think. Did I handle it the right way?